What is shaking? Happy Monday to you. Kind of a gloomy Monday. Rained a little bit today. A little bit of rain. I like having the canopy up so I can sit under the canopy and listen to the rain. It wasn't a mandolin rain, but as Eddie Rabbit once said, I love a rainy night. And it's not night either. And it wasn't a hard rain. It was just nice. It was soft. It was soothing, is what it was. Just soothing. Sit out here, a little book, listen to the raindrops pitter patter on the canopy. You know, it's the simple things in life, isn't it? Yes, it is. Like having a nice, cold fieldwork while I'm sitting out here on a warm summer day. Sounds like I'm starting to write a song. I'm not, because I wouldn't know what to do. We have these apps. Everybody has these apps where you can like type in like lyrics and it creates a song for you and you can do the genre. My songs are awful. They're just terrible. Like my kids can actually make songs that, I'm not going to say are like chart toppers, but they could maybe pass for us. Mine are just garbage, just straight garbanzo. So it was like a hit to the ego. So I just stopped doing it. But no, I should just sing about Fieldwork, sing about their locations. And they got one in Berkeley, the first one that's all. It's terrible. I can't sing. My voice sucks. And it just, I would do more harm than good is what I would do. And if I did it enough, they might even just say, we're not going to do the Presidio tap room. We're just, yeah, things have gone steadily downhill for us since Tolbert started singing. So we're just not going to do it. We're not going to do it. In fact, we're going to close up some shops. So let's hope that doesn't happen. All right. You want to field work, you want a pulp or you want a timing and structure. You want a Pilsner, you want a lager, you want a Northeastern IPA, you want a West Coast IPA, you want a stout. I got to get some more of those chili stouts too. Those are pretty good. I enjoyed those chili stouts. I need to get the name for you so you guys can try them. If you like a stout that's a little tickle in the back of your throat, that was nice. I still have some Slice and Easies, the watermelon stout, and then I got some West Coast. So like I like all different types of beers, and Fieldwork has all different types of beers. And if you want to go catch a game or just hang out, it doesn't even need to be a game. I always say if you're going to a Giants game, go over to China Basin, and that still holds true. You can grab yourself a beer before the game, hang out. You're right at the Cove. It's the ballpark, the Cove, and then Fieldwork Beer Garden. It's a great place to enjoy the game. If you're not going to the game, you can watch the game. If there is no game, you can just hang out. I should probably find out. I think they probably have the Giants game. So you want to watch them play in KC? You could probably go there on the big screen, grab a beer, and watch them play the Royals. Another very disappointing team. One of the few disappointing teams. Boston was one of those teams. They're not anymore. 13 in a row. Well, I actually watched some Red Sox baseball this weekend. They're out of their minds right now. Absolutely out of their skulls. So anyway, you want to watch a game, go over to the China Basin Beer Garden. Mission Rock should be opening soon. Presidio, it sounded like next year sometime. I'll keep you updated on that one. But they're going to have three in the city. They got the San Ramon, which is a beautiful location, really nice when the weather's, and usually it is pretty good out there. Berkeley, San Leandro is a really, really cool place as well. Sacramento, they got them all over the place. So if you're low on your stock, heading over to Fieldwork, they got a variety that will make you smile if you enjoy your beers. So thank you very much to Fieldwork for sponsoring the show. All right, let's get to it. Let's start with LeBron. Let's move to the World Cup. Here's the only thing that makes me hope that LeBron doesn't decide until August is that he's holding the NBA schedule hostage, which I find funny. I actually find that pretty funny. Like, who's playing on Christmas and when? Don't know. Who's playing on opening night and when? Don't know. Like, nobody knows. Nobody knows who's playing because LeBron. Because he's holding the NBA schedule hostage. Because where LeBron goes dictates how many national TV games that team's going to get. If he goes to the Warriors, every game may be on national TV. Him and Steph together, forget about it. They may have every game on national TV. He goes to Miami. They're going to have it. Really doesn't matter. I could list these teams, but it doesn't matter. They're all going to be on national TV a ton. The Warriors would be number one. Whatever you can max out at, they'll max out at, and then maybe who knows? They'll try to fudge a couple. Steph and LeBron together? Are you kidding me? Like, I don't even know if that's great for the NBA. They might want to have Steph national TV games, and then you could have LeBron national TV games. And it's like boom, boom, boom. Because you could be like, man, we're going to waste all these. Like, it's great. The ratings are going to be incredible, but we only get one pop at it. There's going to be one game a week where you could have 2 games a week with LeBron. And so maybe they're thinking Miami would be best. Giannis, LeBron, Bam and his illegitimate 83. Just kidding, but not really. I mean, Miami they'll have a ton of games as well. Cleveland, I mean, like, they all will. So that's the only reason. Other than that, I could care less anymore. I really could. I'm just like, had it. I told you, when he makes his decision, maybe Rich Paul and Max Kellerman will be off my feed. They'll be off my scroll, and I won't have to listen to him talk about LeBron. That's all you want, is an agent talking about his client over and over and over. I wonder what he's going to say. I wonder if he's going to be derogatory at all. I wonder if there's going to be anything negative said. He's this agent. What do you think? So we'll see where LeBron goes. Again, I don't care. I do find it funny that he's holding the NBA schedule hostage. That part I get a kick out of. That sick part of me that gets a kick out of stuff like that. World Cup, Spain takes down Argentina. And I don't even know what you call. Is it extra time? I guess added time is at the end of like regulation, and added time could be at the end of extra time. Just depends on whatever. They want an extra time. So I was so happy that Spain won in regulation. It's just, you don't want to see one of the biggest, maybe the biggest sporting event in the world. Extra time. Thank you. Yeah. I thought that was extra time. Added time's at the end of like 90 minutes. They add time. But anyway, you don't want to see it go to a carnival game. You just don't. I've said this before. I don't want to see the biggest sporting event in the world, the finale, go to a carnival game. The rest of them, go to your carnival games. That's fine. But when you get to the finale, let's figure out a way to get these guys on the field, and somebody has to score. Period. It just, somebody scores. And I went into the game rooting for Argentina because, Messi. And I thought it'd be kind of a cool story for him to get another one. And he's been good. He's been great. But I couldn't root for those guys. I mean, it's like a disgusting display of soccer. It just was. You're watching these guys play. And this wasn't Paraguay against France, where they had no chance because they had no skill. Well, I shouldn't say they had no skill. Their skill was far less than their opponent. I mean, France maybe had the most skill in the tournament as far as just plain skill. But if you're Paraguay, you're like, we can't run them down with them. We can't compete with them. We got to do what we do. We got to muck it up a little bit. I love when they use the term dark arts. That's a pretty cool term. We got to thug it up a little bit. I get that. I didn't love it all the time. Again, it's never a great idea when one of your game plans is like number 3, get them through, see if you can get them thrown out. That's not great. Like, you want to get under their skin a little bit. You want to get them agitated a little bit. You want to rough them up a little bit. You want to play defensive soccer. Okay, I get it. If you think like, it can't be much fun going into a game thinking, I hope we get to penalties. Let's try to get to penalties. That'd be great. But you're freaking Argentina. What are they, 2 in the FIFA rankings? 2 or 4. They're one of the top 5 teams in the world in terms of FIFA rankings, which goes to show you soccer is wild. And it's almost like women's college basketball back in the day, where UConn would play a team that was the 4th ranked team in the country and beat them by 30. It's like, yeah, they're kind of 4, but they're not really close to where we are. Argentina was not close to what they're not close. And it was sad that they kind of knew it and they're like, man, let's just go ahead and it just kind of bunker down a little bit and see if maybe we can get a counter and maybe we can get a corner and score off a corner, maybe. But Spain's better than us. But you're Argentina. It's like what I said when you're England. You're England. Jesus. You're England. Act like it. Act accordingly. You're Argentina. You're the defending World Cup champs. Act accordingly. And then the thuggery, and then at the end of the match, you're shoving guys and pushing guys. I mean, just go away. Just go away. I mean, it was so garbage. I'm so happy it didn't go to a shootout because what a travesty that would have been if Argentina would have won in a shootout. I know they won the last one in a shootout. That wasn't as big a travesty as this would have been. That was just like bummer. It ends in a shootout. It sucks. This one would have been the team that didn't deserve to win, the team that didn't try to win is going to win in a shootout? So good on Spain. I didn't love watching Spain. I appreciated Spain. I appreciated how good they were defensively. I appreciated the passing. How many completed passes did they have yesterday? Close to 800. Close to 800, I think it was. It is insane. Just insane. And then defensively, they're just like an anaconda. They just choke you out. And you get nothing against that squad. Nothing. And to go back to Argentina and just had it with them yesterday, just watching them play over the course of the game, you're like, what are these guys doing? Why are they doing that? I mean, and even Messi trying to get Cucurella thrown out of the Cucurella, I think it was, do with the hair, get thrown out of the game because he did this. It didn't even like cover his mouth. He just did this. I think he was pointing to one of his like guys got hit like right here. And Messi was trying to say, hey, he did the, hey, go look at, he did the, come on, Messi. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like one of the greatest players of all time pulling that crap? And Cucurella's like, what? What are you, hey, what's he doing? So I was just happy. I was happy that Spain won. Wasn't a great game. It wasn't a super exciting game. It wasn't two teams going at it back and forth. It was just Spain dominance, beating Argentina's thuggery or whatever you want to call it, fuckery, dark arts, like just good on Spain. Good on Spain. Now, if you're into just fun games that don't mean anything, England, France was your game. Although I can't believe all the people that follow soccer on my feed were like, oh, what a great games, incredible games. Wow. It's like, yeah, maybe mention it's a scrimmage because it was just a scrimmage. I mean, Kane didn't even play. A lot of the starters didn't play. Dembele didn't start. He came in the second half. I forget who else came in the second half. 6-4, though. Saka got a hat trick. Bellingham got a goal. Forget who else got a goal. I think Rice may have got a goal. Anyway, 6-4. Hey, it was a fun game. I only watched the back end of it because I was like, what am I watching a third place game for? I don't care. Who cares? Who cares? Like, nobody cares. Apparently, some people cared. It wasn't me because I just, whatever. And a lot of people have said, and I kind of agree with them, why the hell does Mbappe get the golden boot for getting 2 goals in a meaningless game? Like just an exhibition game. He gets those 2 goals. Like everyone else that gets eliminated is out. Their World Cup comes to an end. But they get to play one more game in a game that nobody's really trying all that hard. I shouldn't say they're not trying because it is pride every time you go out there and play. But the intensity isn't there. The attention to detail isn't there. Again, it's a pickup game, like an all-star type game. You're just out there having a good time. Like, whatever, it's cool. We'll go out here and play. At some point, juices kick in and you want to win because, hey, if we're out here, we might as well try to win. But again, the attention to detail, the intensity just isn't there. So Mbappe scores 2 goals, gets the golden boot. Should those 2 goals count? Should the goals in the third place game count? My initial reaction was no, hell no, they shouldn't count. Why would those count toward a golden boot? But then I thought, well, if those are the rules and they're going to play the game, then yeah, it should count. It's counted before. Just, I don't know if anybody's done it before, taking the lead in the golden boot in a third place game. It's not a great look, but them's the rules. Them's the rules. So what are you going to do? And again, I just don't think the game needs to be played. I have no idea why you play a third place game. I don't. So whatever. Mbappe gets the golden boot. It's not like a scrub got it. He's a great player. So you get the golden boot. Didn't they say it's the second time he's gotten the golden boot? I don't know. But good on Spain. Win, and I'm bummed. Tourney's over. I probably won't talk about soccer again for 4 years. Unless we get somebody on to talk soccer. But I don't watch enough of it to know. I might watch the Euros in 2 years, but I just, I'm like a guy, and I'm not going to get on here and talk Premier League. I watch Premier League some, but I'm not going to get on here and talk Premier League. Not enough people are watching. Not enough people enjoy the Premier League. So, give you a Bundesliga breakdown once a week? Probably not. Give you a lot? Probably not. So, I mean, if something big happens, maybe, but probably not. So, a couple things I wanted to get into was, one, we kind of left this on Friday. We weren't sure exactly what the hell was going on with Bryson DeChambeau, and him improving his lie and getting a 2-stroke penalty after round number 2, and then holding the tournament hostage. I think I've used the term hostage now twice. LeBron with the scheduling and Bryson with the I might quit. Well, you shut the fuck up. You might quit. Yeah, it looked like you're going to quit at 10:30 at night when you're out there on the range pounding balls. Just shut up. And then I don't need your representative saying, your agent, oh, he's serious. Go away. I think it was overblown. I didn't also need to hear from all the players, hey, we have tea times. Well, look, what are you going to be, 4 minutes off? You're going to be down there anyway. You're getting a scone at the coffee shop, go out to the range, knock a couple balls around, go to the putting green. What are you going to show up 2 minutes before your tea time? Oh, I thought it was at 7:10. It was at 7:06. Sorry, I'm late. Stop. That got overblown too. Like, everyone was just like, everybody settle down. Deep breath, settle down. That being said, Bryson DeChambeau is just, he's so hard to like. Even when you feel like you're coming around to him a little bit, you go, yeah, this guy's a turd. This guy's just a turd. I mean, just accept it. You trampled the area behind the ball. Whether you're just an oaf or you meant to do it, it doesn't matter. You trampled the area directly behind the ball. Why didn't you go 10 feet behind the ball and look where your line was? You didn't need to be right behind the ball. Look, I play golf. I've played golf. I know what that looks like. I know what guys improving their, like, let me break off this branch. Let me step on this shrub. Let me mat down the grass a little bit behind it. Like, that's amateur stuff. We've all done that. But we're all playing out there. They're like, who cares? I'm not playing for any money. I'm just playing, hell, I take it. If I roll into a divot, I take it out of the divot. I'm not going to hit out of a divot. I never hit out of a divot. I never practice hitting out of a divot. I'm not going to hit out of a divot. But I'm not turning my scorecard in at the end thinking, hey, this is going to mean something. You're a professional. You should know better than trampling down the area behind you. You should know better. But, like, I'm not going to get into there with this foul, because some people say foul. Some people say, well, the camera wasn't right on top of him. You needed to have a camera from behind him to see. I saw enough to know that wasn't normal. That wasn't normal. But the biggest issue is 2 things. One, I'm going to take my ball and go home. I wish somebody would have said, get the fuck out. Just go. Just leave. We're fine. We're fine without you. Can't tell you how happy I was when he triple bogeyed on Sunday. I was like, good. Get this guy out of here. Get him out. Done. Move on. Ryan Fox won. I'll get to him in a minute. Who? Exactly. And then come to find out, and I think this is true. I think it's been reported enough places, like legitimate places. Like he threatened to call Donald Trump and have him intervene. What? Excuse me? Can you imagine Trump getting in just all these different sports? Let me intervene on USA Soccer's behalf. Let me intervene on Bryson DeChambeau's behalf. Maybe we could do it in tennis. I think Hawkeye malfunctioned. Let me give Trump. Hey, Trump will get in on this. You don't want Trump in on this, do you? That was like the last straw with this guy. I'm going to call President Trump. Do you want me to get President Trump involved in this? I mean, I've always been on the anti-Bryson train anyway. And again, there are some times where he feels like he's giving you a reason to kind of like him. You're like, well, maybe I was wrong about this guy. Maybe there's some. Nah, he's a dick. Nope. Dick. Confirmed. Maybe. No. So there he is. And he's a live guy. And it's kind of fun to root against the live guys anyway. For really no good reason. No good reason to root against the live guys, other than the fact they all went over to live, and none of them came out and just said, it's about the money, dummy. Why do you think I'm going? They're giving me $300 million. I couldn't make that in a lifetime on the PGA Tour. And if you'd have come out and said that, I would have been cool. Because we know it's about the money. We know it's about the money. Like everybody got too concerned with them going over to Saudi Arabia and Saudi Arabia's human rights violations and Saudi journalism and Saudi, like, you know how many companies work with Saudi Arabia in like the US? Like tons. And so that was always like, and I had to say, because I first started out by saying that, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute, let me look into this a little bit more. My whole thing was just be honest. Don't lie. Just say, did you see how much they paid me? That's why I went. That's why I went. Don't say I like playing in shorts. Don't say I like shotgun starts. Don't say I like listening to Journey during my round. Don't say I like playing 3 rounds instead of 4 rounds. Because if you're a true competitor, you want to play against the best. You want to play 4 rounds. You want to play all the majors, although a lot of the big names got to play the majors anyway, so it really didn't matter. But yeah, the PGA is a better tour with Jon Rahm on it. The PGA is a better tour with Bryson DeChambeau on it. Hero, villain, whatever it is. It's just fun to watch all the best players play against one another. So there's plenty of reasons to root against Bryson DeChambeau. This was just another one. I'm going to quit. Fuck you are. You know you're not, you big oaf. And I might call my buddy Donald Trump and get him involved in this. I know golf. I know golf as well as anybody. I don't do a good Trump because I don't do Trump all the time. And I don't want to do Trump all the time. So that is just unbelievable. Ryan Fox. I should probably check just to make sure. Because I'm like 99.9% sure it's Ryan Fox. But I was like, you know what? Who is this guy? I've never heard of this guy before. Who's Ryan Fox? And come to find out, he's some Kiwi. Ranked 56 in the world. Now he's 21st in the FedEx Cup. Wow. 21st. He's moved up. It's like, I was like, usually you like to see like big names win these things. And I kind of caught this late. I had it recorded. And then I came down. My son, who's into golf now, like big time, into golf now, was watching. I was like, well, shit. Well, I can't go back and watch it now. Like, you've watched the whole thing already, or since 6:30 in the morning or whatever it was. So I'm like, all right, let me watch the last few holes. And my first words were, who the fuck is Ryan Fox? Like, who is this guy? Kiwi, 59th ranked player in the world, and apparently plays fast, which is super cool. They were timing him. It's like 7-8 seconds. Address the ball, 7-8 seconds, boom. I don't think there's any relation to Rick. I'm not positive. Pretty sure. I don't think Rick Hex has the Kiwi accent, to the best of my knowledge. But I was like happy for this guy. 39 years of age. No one knows who he is. He has his name on the claret jug. It's right there. You look at the claret jug like 100 years from now, Ryan Fox's name's going to be on there. Just like if you look at the Stanley Cup, Tom Dundon's son's name's going to be on there. Didn't do anything, but his name's going to be on there. And so, he just bought a house in Florida. I don't know. It's like, again, I don't know anything about him. Yeah, I hope he didn't close. You're right. He can upgrade now if he wants to. He can get that pool. He can get the pool house now. He can get the additions that he wants to throw on there. But how could you not be happy for a guy like that? Hey, not be happy. Like, you don't know him, but afterwards you hear him talk, and he's like, yeah, cool. Good on that guy. Good for him. Good for a guy. You're not going to be, and maybe he goes on to parlay this with exemptions he's going to have now for the Open Championship. I don't know what kind of exemptions you get for the other majors if you win the Open. I'm not sure, but he gets to go to the Open now. I don't know what the first place prize money was. I think it was over $4 million. Super cool. He's going to be, he was like 59th in the world, so he was probably going to have his card next year too. But now it's a given. He's going to have his card next year. I mean, it's really, really cool. There's so many golfers that struggle. You don't see them because all we see is the Schefflers and the McIlroys and the DeChambeau. What do you see? The DeChambeaus, the Shoffleys, the Youngs. I like Young. Sam Burns got to win one of these, doesn't he? Sam Burns can't keep going into Sunday, like right there, 2 shots off or 2 shots up or tied, and then not do anything. Like Burns he got to get something done. He's got to get something done. You would think at some point. So Ryan Fox is a guy nobody knew. And look, we might not know him a year from now, but we'll remember he won the claret jug. And trust me, he's going to remember he won the claret jug. Maybe this is what he needed. But maybe this is and maybe it's what golf needs. Maybe some of the other golfers now can say, you know what? We don't have to play 5.5-hour rounds. Like, that's the one thing golf should do that baseball has done. You remember in baseball before the pitch clock? Batters were bitching. Pitchers were bitching. Oh, I got to mentally go through my checklist. I got to be on the same page as my catcher. He might have to come out 5 or 6 times an inning so we could get on the same page. Oh, I got to step out if I'm a batter. I have to take personal inventory. Let me spit on my hands. Let me do what Big Poppy did. That seemed, let me do what Nomar used to do. Let me do the batting glove. Nuts are a little off to the left. So hold on, let me get that. Okay, the nuts are in the right spot now. So we're good. Let me dig back in. Let me spit. Okay, I'm ready now. Okay, let's go. And then the pitcher steps off. And so the batter's got to go through the checklist again. All right, let me get I'm gonna get the helmet all adjusted. Oh shit, I didn't kiss my cross. Love you, Jesus. You're the best. Love you. You died for our sins. That's so great. I kiss you. Nuts. Oh, I shouldn't have done. Oh, nuts. Should I do the nuts after Jesus or the nuts before? Should I just not? Should I put something in between the nuts and Jesus? Okay. Let me get the shoulders up. Let me get the shoulders up. Now I can grab my nuts. Okay. I can't do the nuts and the Jesus thing. back to back. Okay, now, okay. Oh, wait, am I forgetting something? Forgetting something. Let me spit. Okay, we're good. Are we good? We're good. Okay, let me dig in a little bit. Ready? And we're all sitting there at home like, fuck. Go. Throw the pitch. Swing. Do something. So baseball said, hey, listen here, jack-offs. You guys obviously can't do this yourselves. So we're going to do it for you. We're going to speed you up. You got 15 seconds. Batter, you need to be in there looking at the pitcher with 8 seconds left. You need to be alert and ready to go. Not in the batter's box, looking around. Hey, that's a hottie up in the 7th row, isn't it? What? I just got a strike? What are you talking about? Call me. You got to be looking at the pitcher. Pitcher, you have 15 seconds. You want to step off, you get one of those. Okay? You're not going to throw it over to first base 1,000 times. Because it wasn't about getting the runner. It was about, hey, I'll just, that's a way to skirt this. I'll just throw it over there. Throw it over there. Throw it over there. Throw it over there again. 9 times. Throw it over there again. And guess what? Guess what has happened? Amazingly. Beyond all reason. How did it happen? The pitchers adapted. The hitters adapted. The game moves. Moves. It moves. I'd still like to be more action. I'm still tired of the lift. I'm tired of the like, hey, let's just anyway. But that's the difference. I'd like, take your wins. Okay, take your wins. No one can say this has been bad for baseball. Nobody. I wouldn't mind. This is nitpicking, but I wouldn't mind if they added 5 seconds of the pitch clock in the playoffs because I like the drama to build in the playoffs, right? I don't need the drama to build in mid-July. I don't need the drama to build in early August. I don't need the drama to build in May. I don't care. Let's go. Late September, October, I wouldn't mind 5 more, but I'm nitpicking. Like, you know, I know what they're saying. Hey, we gotten used to this. Don't add this now. Like, okay, I get it. I'm bringing in more variables than I need to. But no one's upset with this. This has been one of the best things to happen to baseball in a long time. Is it all perfect? No. But this was really good. Again, if you follow baseball, you watch baseball, no one can say that sucked. What was baseball doing? Baseball hit this one way out of the ballpark. I bring this up only to say that as a golfer, you don't need to get to your ball, check your yardage book, talk to your caddy, look at your yardage book again, talk to your caddy again, line up over the ball, waggle, 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 step off, talk to the caddy again. What do you think? 7? Is it a 7? We plus 7 or what do we? You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. You've gotten used to doing that. Like batters got used to doing what they did. Like pitchers got used to doing what they did. And if you get used to doing it, that's what you're going to do. It doesn't mean you have to do it. These golfers can play quick golf. It might be a little bit of an inconvenience for them for a short period of time, but they're professional athletes. They'll figure it out. And then all of a sudden, the game's moving. It's moving. It's moving. It's moving. It's moving. Now, the viewer doesn't notice it quite as much because they're popping around the golf course, right? We're not just sticking with one group. Although that was a pretty cool feature at the British Open, or the Open Championship, if you will, was that you could follow certain groups. Like there were certain channels, like you wanted to follow Scheffler, you could follow Scheffler, you could follow McIlroy, or you could just follow the coverage on NBC. And by the way, I'm gonna have to have Tarico on. Somebody's got to explain the coverage on NBC. Like who's doing what? Is Dan Hicks? Is that it's Hicks and Kisner, the main booth? Is it Gannon and Faxon the main booth? Is Mike Tirico like the main guy that's just a voice out in the void somewhere? Like what is going on? Why do we need two booths? Two booze, two U's. Why do we need two booths at a golf tournament? Why? And then Mike's there. Can you just have Mike? No, because Dan Hicks been the guy for a long time, and I like Dan. Dan was worked in Tucson when I played in Tucson way back in the day, so I like Dan. Dan's a really cool guy, and he's great at his job. I'm just saying, do we need everybody? I mean, Gannon's good too. They're all good. It just seems crowded. Okay, now we got to go over to Gannon and see what he thinks. Okay, let's go back to the main booth. Hicks, is that the main booth? I don't know what the main booth is. Or is it Tariq? Let's say Mike has to say. And then I just hear Mike's voice. Like, where is Mike? Is he even in a booth? I don't know. In a booth? He could be in a roof somewhere. I don't even know. Maybe he's not there. Maybe he's at a condo. Like having a Manhattan watching the tourney. I don't know. And so, main point, golf, take baseball's lead. Do what they did. It may be inconvenient. Start handing out yellow cards or red cards or blue cards. Start docking these guys shots. Go, look, you are going. They keep saying this. We're warning you. We're warning. You've been warned. You have been officially warned. The last one was an unofficial warning. This one's an official warning. If you don't hurry up, we're going to give you another warning. And then it'll give you another warning. It's like, okay, yeah, keep warning me. It's worked well. When's the last time somebody got docked a shot in a PGA Tour event? Or more specifically at a major? When's the last time somebody got docked a shot? They had to start handing out like it just, you get one, you get one, you get one. It's like soccer. You know how the guys get around the referee? If I was the referee, I'd be like, fuck, you look, you back off, step off. If you don't, I'm going to start handing out yellow cards like they're candy at Halloween. You want one, you want one, you get one, you get one. I'm even going to slap you with this one. Pop, you get one. Back off, get away from me. I'm sick of you guys crowding me. Everybody, step off. I don't understand why that's a thing in soccer. Everybody all around the referee. When all the referee has to do is start saying, boop, okay, you want one, you want one, you want one, you want one, you want one. Okay, let's get to, I didn't think I was going to get to football, but it's not necessarily football. It's a little bit of football, but not so much football. It's about Tom Brady and what the hell, what's going on? What is happening with Tom Brady? And should we care? Why do we care? For those of you who don't know, Tom Brady was at some sort of press conference. Looked like a wrestling press conference. I'm not sure what the press conference was for. Fanatics, I think it was. Whatever the hell that is. And he was there with Logan Paul or Jake Paul or Rue Paul or Chris Paul. I don't know. Paul Lynn. I don't know. It was a Paul. It was one of the Pauls that he slapped in the face. And then they were at the World Cup game yesterday, flipping each other off. Like one of the Pauls, again, I seriously don't know if it's Jake or Logan. I don't know. It'd be funny if it was RuPaul, but it was one of the Paul brothers. And they're flipping each other off, and conveniently they catch it on camera. And you start thinking, like, why is Tom Brady doing this? What is this for? Like a WrestleMania? Already happened, I believe. Is it for an upcoming wrestling event? Is he going to go Pete Rose and go hide in the chicken and pop out? Pete Rose, though, needed money. Pete Rose was doing everything for money back in the day. You want to know how much Pete Rose needed money? He let Rikishi stink face him. If we have a still of that, find it. Show everybody what I'm talking about. Rikishi was a WWE superstar, may be generous, but they called everybody superstars. It's like porn stars. Like, is everybody really a porn star? Like, there's some that are just kind of like, you know, more of an extra, more of kind of like but they're not, but everybody's a star, right? Everybody's like, I guess if you're in the porn industry, you're just a porn star. I don't know when that started. I don't. Just like WWE superstar. Seems like everybody's a WWE superstar. I'm not sure if Rikishi was or not, but Rikishi had a monster ass. A monster ass. And that was Rikishi's move, the stink face. He would put you in the corner. You'd be in the corner, be kind of out of it. Sometimes your arms would be underneath the ropes. And then he'd just back up, beep, 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 and put his ass right in your face and then shake it. The stink face. One of my favorite moves ever in the WWF/WWE. Far better than the Hulk Hogan big leg joke. The Rock people's elbow joke. And don't get me wrong, I like The Rock. Rock was cool. The finishing move was a joke. The gap between how big a superstar you were and the finishing move, there was none larger than Hulk Hogan, who was the biggest wrestler of his time by far, and the big leg, which was like literally the stupidest finishing move of all time. Yeah, the guy's on his back. I'm going to run up and drop my leg across his neck. Gee, who came up with that? A 6-year-old? There it is, a stink face. Look at that ass. Like, he's just, who's he finishing right there? Like, his nose is all up in his butt. Oh, Kurt Angle got it? Dang, Kurt, you're selling out for that one. That was rough. I wonder if they have the Pete Rose one. But it's just, so whoever came up with that one, that's funny. That's funny. It's like Mick Foley with Mr. Sacco. I don't know if you guys remember Mr. Sacco. Mr. Sacco was funny. It was so stupid, it was funny. It was called the mandible claw. Whatever that is. Like, no one knows. I don't even know what the mandible claw is. I'm not sure. But I do know you take your forefingers and shove it down someone's throat, right? Gag reflex. Well, Mick Foley used to have a sock he'd put on his hand called Mr. Sacco, and he'd put it down your throat. Pretty disgusting, but pretty funny. Stone Cold Stunner. I like that one it fit him. The Stone Cold Stunner fit him. Steve Austin, I'm talking about. That was a fantastic. Camel Clutch, good one. Love the Camel Clutch. Cobra Clutch, Sergeant Slaughter. That was fantastic as well. Macho Man Savage, the Flying Elbow. That was a good one. Figure 4 leg lock was okay. Ric Flair used that one. Rowdy Piper used that one. So, I mean, the sleeper. There are some better ones. Diamond Cutter, stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of other finishing moves. But Hulk Hogan's was absolutely lame. I gotten off track talking about Rikishi's stink face. I mean, you get me going on Rikishi's stink face. Just the simplicity of it is it doesn't get any simpler, but it's just a beauty. I mean, the degradation of taking someone's ass and shoving it, or someone's face and shoving it in your ass, and it's a big, big ass. So the question is, what's Tom Brady doing getting mixed up in this? Tom Brady, arguably the greatest quarterback of all time. Tom Brady, Fox's #1 announcer, making $37 million a year announcing football. Tom Brady, the most recognizable athlete maybe in the last 20 or 30 years. I mean, Jordan may be number one still, which is crazy. And there are others out there. He's one of the most recognizable athletes in the last 20, 30 years. So why is he doing this stuff with one of the Pauls? Why is he doing that? Go back to that picture real quick. No, oh, is that the man? Is that Rachel from Big Brother? Who is that? Who's that redhead? Man, she's got her face way up in that. Like, look at that. Look at. I mean, that ass is what girls are going for nowadays. That's the type of ass they want. And Rikishi had it. Said, look, this is all natural, baby. Come get some of this. Like that's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, the clothesline was solid. There was a lot of them. I mean, just a straight the tombstone. Undertaker tombstone. Yes. You can't go to suplexes. Suplexes are always highly effective. I do like the suplexes. So let me ask you this: do you think, and you could pop up with this on the comments, should we care what Tom Brady's doing? Because I've already heard what's he doing to his legacy. Why is Tom Brady doing this? There's a lot of reasons he shouldn't do this. Most notably, you're Tom Brady. Like, what do you do? You're not doing it for money. Like, if you don't need the money, why are you subjecting yourself to this? And I guess my comeback is this. Is it okay for Tom Brady to have fun? Is it okay for Tom Brady to do it just because he wants to do it? Does Tom Brady have to do everything that his fans want him to do? Does Tom Brady have to do things? Does Tom Brady always have to be concerned with what may or may not tarnish his legacy? Should Tom Brady care? If this is Tom Brady having fun, should Tom Brady be able to have fun? And I bring this up because a lot of times athletes, in our estimation, overstay their welcome. It's like, God, I really wish you'd retire. You're tarnishing your legacy. Should athletes, I guess that's the question. Should athletes be concerned with tarnishing their legacy? Or should they just go out and live their life and have fun doing it? And not be concerned with their legacy, not be concerned with what their fans think. I'm more of the latter. Like, I find it odd that Tom Brady's doing this. I think the Pauls are a joke. That being said, they're way better businessmen than I'll ever be. I mean, those guys, I give it up to them. I mean, give it up to the Pauls, both of them. A RuPaul, hell of a business person too. I don't want to say the wrong thing. He, she. I don't know. I don't know. I think she. I'm gonna go with she. I think she. I don't know. Fuck. Great business person as well. But I mean, the Pauls are just kind of like. Look, they've made a buck. They've made millions and millions of bucks doing what they do. But I mean, come on, please. So you're saying San Mateo's embarrassed for him. The Peninsula is embarrassed for him. Should he care? Should he care what you think? That's the question. Should Tom Brady care what everyone thinks? If Tom Brady wants to go out there and even make an ass out of himself doing this, if Tom Brady wants to do stuff that many of you think is below Tom Brady's standards, like, why is Tom Brady fucking around with the Pauls? Why is he doing this? Should he be concerned with that? Why would he care? Why? What? It was cringy. I get it. It's all cringy. It's the flipping off at the game was cringy. I mean, you're filming it. Do people understand when you're in on the bit and you're filming stuff like that? It kind of loses spontaneity. Like, we don't think that actually happened. We don't think this was, there was a 0% chance this wasn't set up. There was a 0% chance the slap was real. At 0%. All staged, all set up. But this is how he chooses to lead his life. Maybe this is who Tom Brady's always been. We just didn't know this is who Tom Brady was because he played for the Patriots. Yeah. We got to do better. We got to be better. Coaching has to be better. Players have to be better. Practice has to be better. Everybody has to be better. But we're on to Seattle. How many times did Bill Belichick say something and then his players echoed what he said? Tom Brady went off script occasionally, but it wasn't very far off script because when you played for the Patriots, you fell in line. For the most part, you fell in line. Everybody did. And now, well, hell, he goes to Tampa, wins the Super Bowl, and he damn near loses a trophy in the Bay. You chucking the trophy across the boats. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Had enough Brady. There you go. The question isn't, have you had enough Brady? Or is Brady embarrassing himself? Or do you think Brady's embarrassing the peninsula? Is he embarrassing Sarah High School? Should he care? I guess my point is he shouldn't care. Why would he care if this is what makes him happy? I just don't. Now, do I have questions in why would it make him happy? Yeah. Why is he mixed up in the Paul's fuckery? Yeah. I have questions about why this is something he wants to be involved with. But if he wants to do it, whatever. Go do you. Tom Brady should not be concerned with how we view him. Tom Brady should not be concerned with how this impacts his legacy. He shouldn't be concerned with how we view him. Like, what does he care? He didn't care. And then now, if he's doing this all for money, I would. Don't you have enough? Don't you have enough money? Which is why I believe he's not doing it for that. He's doing it because he's getting a kick out of it. This all started, if you remember, I think it all started. Correct me if I'm wrong on this. I think it all started with the Flag Football League, where Paul was saying, and again, this isn't a bit. I don't fucking know these guys. I know they both kind of come off as tools. And I always feel like I have to say, but apparently they're not, because look at the business they've run. Or maybe America is just tools. Maybe we're all tools. Maybe it's not just America. Maybe all their fans are tools. So they are tools. There's just enough tools to help make them millionaires. Maybe like iron sharpens iron, tools attract tools. I don't know. But it started with flag football. I think when Brady was talking about flag football, and then Paul was saying like he was first team all state, and then he can compete against guys in the NFL. And it's like, oh, you think you can? Like, really? Like, you got me. Oh my God, you hooked me in. Where can I watch the next episode? I didn't do that. Again, I thought it was stupid. It was just San Mateo, the whole city, the whole county, San Mateo rolling over in its grave. Gee whiz. So again, I don't really care. I don't. At some point, you know what, Rockin'? At some point, we're going to get into the Tom Brady being an owner and an announcer deal, because that's some shady shit. Like, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why that's okay. Why it would be okay that Tom Brady is an announcer, Fox's lead announcer, and he's also part owner and helps kind of run the Raiders, at least to our knowledge. I don't know exactly day to day. He's probably not there day to day. He's too busy fucking around with the balls. But I'm sure he inserts, not inserts, asserts, asserts a certain amount of influence there. But I don't know how much on a day-to-day basis, but it's still funky. But anyway, I just thought it's weird though, isn't it? Isn't it just bizarre? Like we're watching one of the greatest of. Can you imagine? Imagine this, if you will. I sound like I'm singing a Prince song. Imagine this, if you will. Doves Cry, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how that came into my head. Imagine. Okay, now I got that song stuck in my head. Son of a bitch. Imagine you make animals try curious poses. God, Prince was a badass. Anyway, what the fuck? Imagine all the people. Okay, fuck. Imagine if you're watching. So you're on social media. You're scrolling Twitter, or you're on Instagram, or you're on TikTok, or you're on whatever you're on, and you're just scrolling by, and all of a sudden you see Michael Jordan slapping one of the Pauls. Like, what? Like, what? Like, never. Like, never, ever would you, like, no. Like, Mike Trout, I'm not saying Mike Trout's the greatest, but he's been one of the greatest, if not the greatest, baseball player for 10 years, or at least he was before he was healthy. Michael Jordan's still one of the greatest of all time. Can you imagine, like, Michael Jordan slapping one of the Pauls, and like Michael Jordan and the Pauls getting into a beef? He'd be like, that's AI. That is AI. There's no way that happened. I refuse to believe. Not a chance. But it's Brady, and you're like, okay, yeah, this it's kind of weird to say it's on brand for Brady. Like, this is Tom Brady. Tom Brady. This is who he is. It's just very, very, very weird. No, we're not going karaoke. I try not to do karaoke because I can't sing. I can't sing at all. I really can't. Window. I love that song. I do love that song though. So anyway, I guess you've made it. You voiced your opinion. Nobody's down with Tom Brady and his shenanigans. No, and my point is he shouldn't be concerned with what you're concerned with. And yes, MJ did slap Steve Kerr. I'll make sure I let Steve know that. Yeah, I think Steve remembers that. That's because Steve bowed up on his ass and said, "Let's go, bitch. You want some of this?" And Jordan says, "I'll give you a taste." And then that was it. So when that story first came out, it didn't surprise me at all. Steve's feisty as hell. Steve didn't care. Steve was like, whatever. Now, good thing there was teammates there, because that would have ended very, very, very poorly for my boy. If they'd let them go around, very poorly. But Steve's like a little Jack Russell. He just keep coming at you. He'll keep coming at you. He's fiery. So anyway, one thing, God dang it, I did see this. Is what happens? I go there, this, I do this, I do this, I do that, and then how about Draymond? And like, I love Draymond because he's just so fucking like, what? And he has a podcast, so he has time to fill, and he's talking about stuff. But how about Draymond saying, Steve Kerr told me this in private, but he said it's really getting hard to defend you publicly. That was one of my favorite Draymonds of all time. Of all time. Steve Kerr said this to me privately. Okay. So I'm going to tell you that he told me it's really hard to back you publicly. The fact that he told you that in private, and you said he told you that in private, and then you went on to say what he told you in private, it's just one of the most beautiful things of all time. I mean, I don't know if like there's an irony feature on Draymond's podcast. There should be. I don't know if there's irony font. There should be, because that was one of the best things of all time. This is what my guy told me in private, so I'm going to tell you. Uh, sometimes I think Draymond's just like he was built like this. All this, he was built for it. You just open your mouth and go. You open your mouth and like stuff comes out, and you go, and that's I find him like Draymond's funny, and he's insightful too, but mostly funny. He's gonna fit. He's gonna fit. He'll be taking. He'll take Shaq. Maybe not Shaq. Maybe Charles will retire on Inside the NBA, and he can take that desk in a couple years. But Draymond's gonna do just fine in the media. He understands how to play the game. Now I don't know if that was intent. I doubt it was intentional. Like I said, irony. Irony is a mother, and I'm one that enjoys irony, and that was as ironic as it comes. Okay, last thing before we get out of here, I got to ask you this because it's something I didn't plan on talking about, because you can't plan on talking about something like this because it happened today. It happened about 45 minutes before I came on. And I'm going to ask you guys what you think. Sitting there on the couch, getting ready for the show, thinking about things I wanted to talk about. I was like, oh, yeah, I wanted to hit the Tom Brady stuff for a second. DeChambeau, we talked about on Friday. I want to get back into that a little bit. World Cup, LeBron. We'll get into Giants later on this week. I think Susan Slusser is going to join me on Friday. And we'll see if we can get a hold of maybe Dave Fleming at some point this week. Talk a little Giants, talk a little trade deadline. Maybe I can get some more. We'll get some. We should try to get some baseball guys in the next week. Next week may not have as many shows. It's my Tahoe golf week. Trying to figure out a way to bring the gear up there, but it might be too complicated. There's a bunch of buddies up there. I don't know if I have enough mics, enough stuff to plug in, all that. So maybe we'll figure that out. But I always say I'm going to do that, and then I never do it. So I'm like, shit, it's more complicated than I thought. So I'm sitting there getting ready to do the show, thinking about things I want to talk about, thinking about how I want to present them, and then things always go haywire, like they do. Like I didn't plan on singing. I don't even know if you really call that singing, but I didn't plan on that because I suck at it. So I look down, and we have a table, coffee table that's glass, and there's this underneath you can store stuff full of games, kids stuff, matching games, crayon stuff like that. It's basically Camila's space. It's Camila's space. Our 6-year-old granddaughter. Now I got 3. I think I told you guys that last week, but in case you didn't hear, Walker and Elisa welcome their newest into the world. I did tell everybody. So if you didn't hear, there's another one. There's another one. Emmett Cole. Brother of Kai. But Camila lives here. So she has underneath the table, she has her toys and dolls and stuff like that. Not the perfect setup, but it is what it is. So I looked underneath the table, and there was a little Barbie doll, blonde-headed Barbie doll, in a sundress, pointed the other way, and her little sundress was up, and her butt was showing. And I actually kind of turned away, it was kind of like. I looked at a doll, and I turned I just reflexively, I just turned away, like you're kind of embarrassed, oh, I didn't need to see that. And then you realize it's not even an ass. It's just 2 pieces of plastic stuck together, and it's not even it's nothing. It's nothing. But it caught me off guard. It's and I kind of laughed, because again, it's a doll with no underwear on. I mean, she should have put fucking panties on. I mean, Jesus. I mean, she's got to take some of the blame, doesn't she? Okay, I'm not taking all. I'm not taking it all. Okay, you're gonna lay like that on your stomach with your sundress up and no panties on, and like, hey, again, I tried to turn away as quick as I could, just because I'm not about that. But then I turned back because I was like, "What's a doll?" But I did, because I am a gentleman, after all. I did reach down and pull the sundress down, and then put her back in the closet where she belongs. I'm kind of a stickler for putting toys away. Ask the family; they get on me all the time. Why? Everything has its spot, does it not? And this doll was out of place, and this doll didn't have any underwear on. So that's my first order of business, to find some panties and put them on this damn doll, because I'm not taking the rap for this. So the question is this: what does that say about me? Barbie was commanded. What does that say about me that I turned away right away? I think it says something good. My wife agreed. Like that, I forget how she put it, but that was a good thing. I think it was a good thing. I mean, it was a doll, so it didn't mean anything. But I'd like to think like I did the right thing. Like I did the right thing. Like I'm not a creep. Because obviously, if it's a doll, I'm certainly would do, like, if it's any kind of human, it'd be like, oh Jesus, okay, now we got to help out. We got to figure out a solution. But a doll's like, again, it's plastic. It's not even an ass. I don't even know what it is. It's not an ass. It's just plastic pieces put together. But it's what it represents, and the fact that I intruded upon her space. Like she didn't see me. She was looking the other way, and I felt like I was kind of violating her personal space. That's why I turned away. But how do you violate a doll's personal space? They don't have any personal space. I mean, this isn't Toy Soldiers with Tommy Lee. And what? If you haven't seen Toy Soldiers, see Toy Soldiers. That's when dolls actually come to life. But that's no mercy. I can't imagine anybody, but yeah, Toy Story. I can't imagine anybody but Tommy Lee playing the head of the Commando Elite on Toy Soldiers. So no, I feel like I feel like at 60 years of age, I was raised right. I guess that's the moral of my story. I feel like I was raised right, even though it was a doll. My initial reaction was to turn away. I don't know why I'm turning away right now. I guess I'm reenacting it. Speaking of reenactments, can the shows do better? Like the true crime shows? Can we do better with our reenactments, please? I mean, come on. We've been around a while now in these true crime shows. Let's try to do better with the reenactments. This is a reenactment. Yeah, no shit. You don't need to tell me it's a reenact. You don't need to tell me this is a reenactment. I don't think we're actually watching the killer climb through the window, okay, with a roll of duct tape in his hand. Like if this is, we would have stopped him. Of course. I don't need to hear this. This is a reenactment. No kidding. No kidding. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I was like, oh shit, somebody should call that girl. Somebody should call her now. Call her. Does anybody know her? I've never seen her before. Anything anybody knows her? They should call her. Somebody's coming in your window. He's got a knife and a roll of duct tape. That shit's sticky. Like, get out of there. What does that say on the bottom of the screen? Whew. Reenactment. It's a reenactment. Oh. and there's a doll on the nightstand with no underwear on. All right. Rest of this week, I'm not sure what the hell. I have no idea what the hell this was. I got to be honest with you. Like I said, that was not planned. That was actually something that happened. And I just felt like I needed to get it out, bring it to you people. And for no other reason, just to let you know that I feel pretty good about myself. That I love you, Dad. Love you, Mom. You guys did a good job. Whatever that is. All right, we'll catch you guys probably Wednesday, Friday for sure, Susan Slusser. And then next week we'll let you know what's going on. A lot of moving parts before the trade deadline. So we'll see who's going to get traded, not going to get traded. Angels, please trade some people. Please. Giants, please trade some people. Please. It would be nice just to mix up the mojo, a little bit. So if we have any comments, I always like to get the comments at the end of the show. If you guys are interested, this one could go literally anywhere. This one is a potpourri of what in the hell did we do today? So, which is bring on. You know what? I'm going to let you guys decide this. Whether you like the water or you don't like the water. I've had people tell me the water is too intrusive. It gets in the way of them listening. So I'm not going to do a poll, but if you guys want to like just chime in, water or no water, I like the water. But if it gets in the way of listening, then I don't want to do the water. If it's like you guys are like, oh, this sucks. 4 Golden Boot winners who won it because of gold. Really? I did not know that. So this has not only happened. Joe Adele's not untouchable. So the Golden Boot, Mbappe winning the Golden Boot, this seems like a regular thing that the Golden Boot, like the third place game, ends up being the winner of the Golden Boot ends up playing in that third place game. Huh, that's interesting. I did not know that. 4 of them. I'm gonna have to look that up. Not that I don't trust you, but anybody that because I thought Mbappe won the Golden Boot last time, and I think he played in the championship, didn't he? Didn't they lose to Argentina in the championship? But that's easy to look up. I don't want to get too caught up on that. But if you're right, that's a nice little note, and maybe it's something they should do something about. All right. Anything else? Anything? I really got to stop that. Bunny, you want to come over and say hi? Nope. Apparently not. No water. Okay, so we have 1 water, 1 no water. We're not going to have any golden showers. Sorry. Move away. That's enough for you today. No Cleveland steamers, no Alaskan pipelines, no Alabama hot pockets, no Pittsburgh platters, no New Jersey turnpikes, and that's about all. That's way more than I should know, by the way. Way more than I should know. The names are hilarious. And I don't even know what each act is. I know what the Cleveland steamer is. Golden shower is pretty easy. No idea what the Alaskan pipeline is. I don't. And I don't want to look them up. Could you start looking these things up and you go down this rabbit hole, so to speak, and it's like, holy no way. There's like no way people have done this. No. The Cleveland steamer is even hard to believe. I think I read a story though where somebody did that. Maybe the Heidi Fleiss book or something like that, but people are into some weird stuff, man. I don't care though. Whatever. You want to do stuff in your own bedroom? Do it in your own bedroom. I like minimal mess. And some of these things, they are not minimal mess. They are certainly not minimal mess. I think each state had one. I'll read the names to you one of these days. Because the names are outrageous. The names are just flat out outrageous. But anyway, the fountain does look kind of, look at that. It does look lonely, doesn't it? Like, So the Golden Boot winner was Mbappe 2022, Harry Kane 18, 14. Okay, now we just need to figure out how many of those played in the third place game, because I'm pretty sure 2022 Mbappe didn't. Didn't Mbappe play in the finals? Didn't France play Argentina in the finals, and Argentina won in the shootout? So if that's the case, but then again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Mbappe didn't win the Golden Boot. See that I'm the one that said that. I mean, it'll be like 2 seconds. Like I always tell my buddies, whenever we do something like this, we always say to each other, I wish there's a way we could figure out the answer to this. I just don't feel like grabbing my phone and looking up Golden Boots. Okay, 2018, Harry Kane, Belgium beat England, third place game, but England lost 2-0. So he didn't score, but he won the Golden Boot? Huh. But still, that's not what he said. He didn't say that. He didn't say they had to score. He just said they played in the third place game. And so, again, I think we're getting caught up. I'll look it up. I think it's an interesting fact, though. But I also think that if you don't score in the game, then the third place game wasn't really helping you in the first place, which is the point you're making. So I think we get like, I've already taken us off road into the woods, through the wilderness, and now it's like we're just trying to get home. I didn't lay crumbs down, did you? I hope you did. Because once we went to the doll with the panning, like I felt like that was fucking like, that was some interstellar shit right there. That was just like we started losing time, like months at a time, discussing that. Like the world was, I'm going to walk in the house right now, and Camila's going to be walking in the door, finishing up her freshman year. I'm going to be like, what happened? And that interstellar stuff, once you went to the doll, started talking about the doll, that's what happened. And so anyway, all right, any more comments? Throw them up. Got any questions? Got any thoughts about LeBron, trade deadline, stink face, dolls that you've avoided looking at because they had no clothes on? And again, I will say this. A completely nude doll is like, it's just plastic. It's whatever. It was the idea of the dress. Exactly. Where are we? I don't know where we are. I don't know. We're trying to figure this out. Everybody's trying to help me, trying to help me figure stuff out. I feel like you guys are all like Dr. Melfi, and I'm some Tony Soprano. So we're gonna figure that. We'll get through this. We're gonna get through this at some point. We will get through this. Has anybody seen Odyssey? I want to go see Odyssey this week. It looks amazing. I figured Odyssey was either going to be really good, like amazing, or trash. And it looks like it's really good. I want to try to see it in IMAX. I don't know if I want to go out to Dublin. I guess I go to the city, but I don't. I know I don't want to go to the city. But I do want to go see. I do want to go see the Odyssey. And so, anyway, not that you needed to know that. All right. So no more comments. We're good. We good. Don't know. Don't care. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. My guess is still Cleveland. I've been told by 2 people Cleveland. But both those people were my family members, so it doesn't count, I don't think. Now, actually, I was told by 2 people that would know it was Cleveland. We'll see. We'll find out. But I still think LeBron wants the Warriors to get somebody else. It doesn't look like they're getting somebody else. Like, Warriors are going to run it back with the same crew. All right, we'll see. Again, sometimes you don't have options to do anything better. Did they? I don't know. Maybe we'll go over that as we get closer to basketball season. So, all right, we're going to get out of here. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining us. Again, I like you guys can join and we go on these just like stupid rides of like, that's my favorite show. What do we do? I have no idea what just happened. I had no idea what we did, why we did it, how we did it, but we did it. Let's thank Fieldwork again. If you're into beer, go buy Fieldwork. Tell them I sent you. They'll keep we want them to keep sponsoring the show, don't we? We love Barry. We love the beer. If you love beer, go buy Fieldwork. Say hi. Hey Barry, what's happening? All right, we'll talk to you Wednesday. See you.
And remember this, Tommy T. Cash and tickets is what it's all about.